Hey everybody, ThrewRedButter here, back again with another beer review, coming at you with the beer, a collaboration effort between Medusa Brewing out of Hudson, Massachusetts, and famous Massachusetts liquor store Julio's Liquors. Where's that? Southborough, Northborough, Westborough, Massachusetts. Sorry about that. It is an Imperial Stout, a bourbon barrel-aged Imperial Stout with vanilla beans. This is the Medusa Brewing and Julio's Liquors collaboration. It is very soaked in condensation. Don't want to slip out of my hand. It is Traveling at Night bourbon barrel-aged Imperial Stout. And stats, 11.5% alcohol by volume. Big boy. Let's see. Age, 6 months in bourbon barrels. Look at that. Bottled December of 2024. The time of this recording is October 2025. All right. You see, kind of almost no frills. You know, what is it? Bourbon barrel-aged stout with vanilla beans. There we go. Love Imperial Stouts, love barrel-aged stouts, love vanilla beans in my stouts. What could go wrong? Famous last words. I'm not saying anything's going to go wrong, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Please stop me. Alright. Yes. As usual, I forgot the name of the beer. You still love me, though. Alright. So the appearance on the Traveling at Night, we have pretty much pitch black in all regards. At the very bottom of the glass, with the lights hitting it, I do see tinges of ruby red and dark brown. The head, less than a finger, almond-colored head. Sticking to the sides of the glass, nice legs, just like me. Is that joke getting old? Well, I'm getting old, but whatever. We're not going to have an existential crisis in the middle of a beer review. So the aroma on Traveling at Night. Had to go in 3 times. Make it a 4th. Subtle vanilla bean. Not getting too much bourbon. Maybe some oak and wood from the barrel. Subtle chocolate. Subtle vanilla. Subtle everything. I don't know, for the most part it's kind of neutral on the aroma for such a big beer, but that does not always necessarily translate to the taste. I'm going to stop punching. Straight up. Come on, chest out. Let's get a taste on the Traveling at Night from Medusa and Julio's Liquors. Cheers. I am so friggin' awkward. What am I doing? Stop doing this. Little bit of a bigger shot of vanilla on the taste, although not all that prominent and huge. I mean, you really wouldn't. If anything, the vanilla is so, again, like the nose, vanilla is so subtle, you might think it's just the vanilla flavor is something that's imparted by the barrel naturally and not necessarily used as an adjunct to enhance the taste, but it's there. There's a sweetness to it, but no actual genuine bourbon flavor or bourbon character. Does have traces of an alcohol taste. I don't know. It's got kind of an odd as in out of place for what's promised, not odd as in bad or off tasting. it's got kind of like a fruity, almost like maybe raspberries or cherries, maybe? I don't know. I mean, like a hint of, chocolate covered cherry is something I would associate with a big Russian Imperial. Not that I would know that this is a Russian Imperial, but then again, that could be something naturally from the bourbon itself. Maybe that's where that character is coming in, but again, no actual blindfolded and blind going into the beer. If you told me this was a bourbon barrel aged stout after the fact, I wouldn't believe you at all. Again, it's got alcohol taste to it. A little off-putting. See, that's off-putting. I don't know. It's got characteristics that are more reminiscent of, lower ABV, like dry British stouts. Almost like a what's a good comparison? Almost like a Samuel Smith oatmeal stout kind of flavor, but not as good as Samuel Smith oatmeal stout. Yeah, there's just something about it it's bland, and that's the best way to put it. It's bland. Yeah, that's weird. The body is, 11.5% barrel-aged stout. It's a pretty thin body. Not thin overall, but it's not what it should be. I would barely even say this is a medium-bodied beer at best. I don't know. Again, it drinks more like a 6% plain old American stout, and it's got touches of booze to it. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't even know what else to say about this one. Yeah, meh. So, as for our final score, final verdict, final rating on the Medusa Brewing collaboration with Julio's Liquors, Traveling at Night, Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Stout with Vanilla Beans, 11.5% alcohol by volume. This one's pretty disappointing all across the board. Thin mouthfeel, no real bourbon character, no real barrel character, very subtle vanilla. Yeah, that's a bummer. And this one had the makings of something really, really good, but this is just at the same time, there's nothing bad tasting about this. So this one might just fall right in the middle of a meh rating. But at the same time, it's disappointing, so we gotta knock it below the meh rating. So yeah, I think this one's gonna get a 4.9 out of 10, just below the 5 meh, because you didn't deliver on any of the promises. So 4.9, sorry, out of 10 for Medusa Brewing and Julio's Liquors collaboration. Traveling at Night. That's a bummer. That's going to do it for me through Red Butter. Till next time. Cheers, everybody.